Right, after packing up all of that stuff, I had three things that needed to go Hermes. There was the lightsabers, the radio controlled car, and the DVD HDD player. First thing I did was the HDD player because it involves a lot of wrapping. Went to do the um, Hermes label at home because I've got two rather big parcels. I would normally do them in store, but seeing as there was like a couple of big things, I thought I don't want the hassle of the store machine being out of labels or just not being on. Sometimes their server goes down and I get there and it doesn't work. So I thought I'd do it at home. Easy peasy, make it easy for myself. So I did the label. I thought brilliant. Just about to stick it on my little DVD player. Went to put the tracking information into eBay and it said, cannot input this, tracking number already being used, which is a bit strange. So I thought, well, I don't think I've used that. I brought up my orders, did a search on the screen for that tracking number, nothing. I was like, what's going on here? Went into the Hermes website, just on general tracking, not under my accounts, my account details or anything. Did a search. It came up that tracking number had been used for a parcel, and it's because when you go into Hermes, it says yes, it's been used. Input the delivery postcode for further details, and I was thinking, well, I don't know that. It's like something it's been delivered in September. I was thinking, well, I don't know that. And then I thought to myself, I wonder if it's GSP address, because I was sending it to GSP. Typed in the GSP postcode, came up with the complete details of apparently that unique reference had been dropped off, been delivered in mid-September sometime, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. And I was like, oh my god, I've got to get this label cancelled. So I went back into my account, into my Hermes, thinking I could cancel the label, but I can't because the status is delivered. So I'm like, well, this is a complete nightmare. Then I try and ring my Hermes, which is like hitting your head against a brick wall, never going to happen. I think I rang about 3 numbers where it said this number is in existence. Went on to the website chat, which is just a robot talking to you, but eventually did manage to log something, and I've got a reference number and they should ring me back in 24 hours. And I put something on the Money Mental resellers, so I'm not on a lot of Facebook groups, but I put something on there. A couple of people replied. I can't remember the names. There's one guy said, "Oh yeah, I've had this happen. Every time I do that, it says it's delivered. I don't worry about it." And I'm like, well, it's a £70 DVD player. I'm worried about it a little bit. So I've basically been spending all day. Oh, and a bit later on, I checked it on Hermes tracking again, just the kind of general tracking, not in my account. Just you can go on the Hermes website, not logged in, and type it in. And it said on that, we are awaiting your parcel to be brought to the drop-off centre. The newsagent, and so that had changed. And I'm thinking, well, maybe it's just a matter of time before all of these other things change. The little computers have got to talk to each other. But what I really want to be able to do is just stick the code into eBay, because if it gets lost, I haven't got a tracking number in there. I'm stuffed. If I've got a tracking number in there and it says it's been delivered, even if it's some old parcel from September, I'm happy. So, yeah, I've wasted all day. I don't know whether to just stick it on and take a chance on it, or what to do. So, there you go. I've got no idea. If anybody has had this, yeah, let me know. Like I say, I did a Google, and some people have had it before, and a couple of people replied on the chat. But I suppose the crux is, I cannot put anything in that eBay tracking, which for a large sale like that, I'm not too happy about. And I could just sort of like say, you know, oh, I'll just do another label. But it's just like a £6.49 label. So I don't want to just be like reeling off. I don't want to do another one and find that's, you know, got the same problem. So yeah, I don't know what to do really. I think I'm just going to try again. You know, I was looking to dispatch it tomorrow, and I'll try again tomorrow. And if it doesn't work, I'll probably just send it anyway because there seems to be some thinking. Like I googled it and there was something, you know, from about 5 years ago that someone, I think Hermes had told someone that once you take it to the shops and they scan it, then all the stuff magically updates everywhere. And they trusted them and they did that and it didn't update. So you know, if it can go wrong, it will. But there you go. That's what's happened today. I'm still sort of like scratching my head over it. I've got to go out now and do a little pickup of something I bought. So I can't spend a lot of time talking about anything else. But I think that's more than enough time talking about that. If anybody has had this problem, please do message me in the spaces below. But until then, I'll see you later. Take care. Bye bye. Okay, it's next morning now. It is Wednesday morning, and I think I might have an answer to the duplicate numbers used by Hermes. So I kind of thought to myself, it might just be, you know, a timing thing, and after 24 hours, all the computers will talk to each other, and everything will be okay. So I went into eBay this morning and tried to input the tracking number that Hermes had given me. Again, it said number already in use. You have to put in a unique number. So I rang eBay and said I'm trying to put in a Hermes tracking number, but it's not letting me because I think Hermes recycle their numbers. And they said, yeah, they know about that. You can't put in a tracking number if it's been used in the previous 6 months, and Hermes, I think, after 3 months can recycle. This number that I got was from September. They said what to do is to send a message to the buyer saying your item's been sent via Hermes and the tracking number is this. So that's what I've done. I had another GSP parcel which I sent off, and that did exactly the same. Wouldn't let me put in the tracking number, so I sent a message for that. And then I had another Hermes parcel which was just a UK address, and that went through fine. So it looks like it's the GSP ones which are causing a bit of bother. So that what I was worried about was the cover between, you know, the Hermes shop and the GSP distribution centre. So that is now covered with this message through eBay. I mean, I suppose it's unlikely because I imagine Hermes have a shed load of stuff that's got to go to GSP centre, but it's in there. I've done what eBay said and there's a record of the conversation. The other thing I suppose to check is the tracking on Hermes. Like the weird thing, which I said I think in yesterday's video, is when I just went on the sort of generic Hermes site and put in the tracking details, it said after a little bit of time, it said awaiting you to drop off, which is correct. And I imagine when I go to the shop that will then change, we have your parcel. But when I went into my account and had a list of my parcels, it was showing it as delivered. Now whether that changes after I drop off, I've got no idea. It seems to be a bit in the lap of the gods, which is a bit worrying because these are like £70–80 items, just, you know, 2 items, 170, 180. But there you go, what can I do? I can't keep it, so I've just done everything I can, and off they go into the ether and will never be seen again. Well, hopefully they arrive in Italy. I mean, as long as they get to the GSP centre, that's all I'm worried about, because once it gets there, you know, I get a new reference number and it's covered. But yeah, fingers crossed they get there, and I'll let you know. Alright, take care. See you later.